Yeah, it's currently 10 p.m. I was getting ready to record and film this episode. I think maybe around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Dude, I just laid down and I got caught up watching this shark documentary on YouTube on my phone, and I just like passed out on my bed, and I woke up like 2-3 hours later. I was like, oh shit, I just fell into a coma in the middle of the day. So I had to, regroup, wipe the boogers from my eyes, make myself some coffee, take a shower. Felt like a fucking drunk, getting ready for a shift, having to just wash the booze off just so he can be somewhat presentable. Still show up to the job site reeking of alcohol, but at least he's not. At least he doesn't look like a homeless person today. That's what it felt like. But yeah, dude, just getting ready. Had to shave and shower, before this. And I really started feeling like that radio host from the movie. It's a Netflix movie. It's about a radio host who works like the graveyard, essentially. He just takes callers. Here, let me see. Yeah, On the Line, Netflix, starring Mel Gibson. Right here, this is like their radio show that they do, I guess, like every night. It's just like the stereotypical city backdrop with the modern radio show. This movie, it's terrible. This is a terrible, terrible movie. If you haven't seen it, don't bother watching it. But I will be honest. I will 100% be honest. The thumbnails for this podcast, right? How it's like the radio show with the city backdrop. That is what this setting right here, this exact shot that inspired. I was like, this is actually a pretty cool fucking radio. If I could build like my dream, I guess, studio, this is probably, it would look something, kind of like this. But yeah, I like this. I like this whole setting. This might be we might have to put this into the archive to reference later whenever the podcast hits 30 million followers or something, But yeah, this is exactly how I felt getting ready to do this podcast the past hour or so. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't complaining about it. I was not complaining about it. Just shower, shave, drinking the coffee. I got the bitch ex-wife. She's texting and calling me even though it's 9:30 at night and I'm about to go to work. I'm about to do the hardest job in the world, which is tell jokes on the radio. I got that bitch. She's calling. She's fucking blowing my phone up. Oh, your kids don't have money for food. Your Patreon, it does $100,000 a month, but yet you can't buy your kid ramen noodles. What the fuck? Right? I got that freeloader in my ear with her hands in her pockets as deep as they can possibly go. And I gotta do another late night shift at the content factory. Let me pull up my notes for you so I'm not just rambling on and trying to fill the dead air. I know podcasts are very, very, very serious business. Check this out. Let's go. People are just like, they'll send me things. They'll be like, hey, you should talk about this on the pod. And I'm like, I cannot. Like, they'll send me something from like Chud the Builder. Do you guys know who Chud the Builder is? They'll send me something of his. They'll be like, hey man, you should play this on the podcast. I'm like, I can't. I literally cannot play. He just says the N-word. What the hell? He literally just says the N-word. I'm like, I can't play this. There's the channel will get taken down. There's gonna be repercussions, I'm pretty sure. At least till I'll get copyright strike. Like, I can't just I can't just play a Chud the Builder. Fucking people are like, who the fuck is Chud the Builder? For you normal, well-adjusted people, this is Chud the Builder. I'm pulling this fella up right here. Basically, he's just a guy who goes around terrorizing places, and he literally says the N-word, hard R, like straight up hard R. He'll say it just in public, and then whenever people call him out on it, he'll be like, "It's free speech, man. It's free speech." It's that type of stuff. It's at first I thought it was like really funny, like that first reel you see, you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you kind of like you'll go to his profile and then you'll scroll and you're just like, oh, this is the shtick, right? People, they kind of fall into like that box. People love to put themselves in boxes. It's insane, right? Hub's Life, we saw him put into a box. Friend of the show, Hub's Life. People, they'll have like this template where they'll just film the same thing over and over again, essentially. And this guy, his box, the box that this guy, Mr. Chud the Builder, that he willingly put himself in, was the box of saying the N-word, which is insane. Which is truly insane. I mean, you could have any box in the world, any niche in the world, right? Oh, I'm gonna, I'll just put myself in the super niche box of, I don't know, becoming a bowling influencer. All right, yeah, sure. I'll become a racist influencer online. That's cool. Do your thing. Do your thing. Put yourself in that box. But it's crazy to put yourself not only in the racist box, but in the racist, I say the hard R on the internet hundreds of times every single week. That is a wild. I mean, that's dedication to the craft, right? I mean, yes, this person is a psychopath. Yes, this person has no empathy. Yes, this person may not even be considered a person, but you have to admire the dedication to the craft of driving city to city and saying the N-word to black people. Should I play? I want to play it. I really do want to play it, but I'm kind of I guess I'll just bleep it. We'll bleep it if we have to.
They still ain't let y'all in?
You got a microphone? Are you vlogging?
What?
Are you vlogging? Yeah.
This is a public sidewalk.
Mad at Barstool is assaulter.
Yeah, I don't know why you're touching me.
Man who's probably gay and needs to get some help.
What's that?
Gay low-key.
Count to three. I'm being nice right now. That's right there across. That's free.
You're trying to tell me this isn't a public easement?
All right, stay right here.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, well, move there.
Keep yourself. Don't chimp out.
All right.
Look at him chimping out. Be a good boy. You heard me. Dumbass. You heard me.
So that's what that guy does. He just goes and like literally, like, I don't know, it's this weird, it's not a new phenomenon. This is, as old as the internet itself. But it's insane. And I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. Like, how do you psychologically begin to break someone like this down, or to even, I guess, I don't know. You have to. This is a cry for help or a death wish of some sort. Because eventually you're gonna say this to someone who is having a very, very bad day. Like sometimes these influencers or these content creators, these live streamers, right? We see them. They go out in public and they antagonize people. Just antagonize and antagonize. And whenever someone, there's a rebuttal or there's a response of some sort to the constant antagonizing, they go, "Hey man, what are you doing? Chill out. It's just a prank, bro." Or in this guy's case, they'll be like, "Hey, look at them. They're chimping out. Which is an insane. Can I even say that? Can I even say that term? Just that phrase out of context. Just, to say that to like a black person straight to their face after you call them the hard R, it's truly insane. And you can't really win with these guys because, right, you'll comment and they'll just respond like, "Yeah, look at them, they're chimping out. Oh, it's free speech." That's all. That's just the cop out per se. But I guess Mr. Builder, that video I showed you right now, that was him in Nashville. He was there this past weekend. I get it, Theo Vaughn, this past weekend. I don't know, man. I had Chud the Builder on, man. But yeah, he was in Nashville, just terrorizing the city, exercising his First Amendment right, and he was arrested. Now, I'm gonna assume that the arrest claim or the reasons for his arrest or for just essentially public terrorism via verbal assaults. I'm sorry for exercising his First Amendment right. But I'm sure that's kind of like the reason why he was arrested. But I saw that, I guess, another potential reason, or the real reason, I don't know, is because he owed like $400 in parking tickets or a restaurant bill. There it is. Scratch that last part. It's because he owed a $400 restaurant bill that he walked out on because he was saying the N-word and the restaurant was having an issue with it. So that is why he was officially arrested. I feel like in a normal set of circumstances, that isn't, that they'd be pretty lenient. They'd be like, "Hey, you got to come back and settle this." The police wouldn't come up because it's right here. Let me pull this out for you guys because, I'm a man with receipts. I'm a man with many receipts. Check it out.
I like it right here.
Yeah, they normally park right here, man.
This same one?
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
So he was just kind of, walking down the street, looking at cars and shit, started talking to these police officers. There's a longer version. I'm just giving you the whole, quick summary. I'm not giving you a fake narrative, people. But right, you saw him talking to a couple cops. These two right here. And they were talking about that green car. Right here. He's like, "Oh, do you normally park right there? Or does the car normally park here? It's just a nice car." And the cops are like, "Yeah, he's there, a couple times a week or whatever." And then they kind of swarm him and tackle him or whatever the fuck, arrest him. So, yeah, that's the video of him being arrested. And again, the reason is the $400 restaurant bill, but it's kind of like the circumstance with OJ. Right? How he was, that second trial, that false trial, where they fucking gave a innocent black man way too long of a sentence for some bullshit. Right? Because they couldn't get him on that first charge that he was innocent for also. I feel like it's kind of that type of reasoning, which is I don't know, man. I had to bring that up because it's so fascinating to just be so willing to just throw it all away, It's like this. It's like character self-assassination. It's like character suicide. You're like, I'm just gonna go out there and I guess just kind of say fuck it. We're gonna throw it all away. But what the fuck do I know, right? Maybe that's my old way of thinking. Even as I say that out loud, I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? What the fuck am I saying? This guy's gonna go on to be the next Dave Portnoy. Chud the Builder is gonna go on to start Chud Stool. He's gonna go launch Chud Stool and Chud Coin. And he's gonna be a billionaire. It's gonna have no impact. It's actually gonna expedite all the years of grinding that it takes to hit your apex. It's gonna expedite all of that, and you're gonna become a billionaire. That may be what happened, to be quite honest. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in this insane fucking world, some world-class lawyer, right, some complete just great white shark of a lawyer sees Mr. Builder get arrested, and he goes, you know what? Calls his assistant. Clear my schedule. Clear the next 6 months of my schedule. All of my time. I'm going to work 100 hours a week to make sure that no one can ever touch Chud the Builder again. I'm doing that pro bono, for free, on the arm. Because this is an attack on civil liberties. That's like literally what I'm expecting at this point of broken simulation. Right, the simulation has been glitching for so long that I am now expecting one of the best, like I'm talking like a BlackRock lawyer. Right, like the lead lawyer from BlackRock or McKinsey. Just these horrible corporations that do nothing but pillage everything they touch. And I want the lawyer who is going to, who gets those corporations off scot-free. He is going to be working for Chud the Builder for free to make sure that he is untouchable like BlackRock. That's probably what's going to happen. We're going to wake up tomorrow and we're going to see that. And it's, it's going to be like funded by Israel somehow on the back end. just someone just funded to cause human dissent, to cause human chaos, to spread it, the hatred, the culture wars, the race, to ignite the race wars. This is Chud the Builder is going to be this generation's Arch Ferdinand the Duke, who started World War I. You know how they killed him? They killed the Duke, and then essentially 50 years of some of the worst carnage to ever happen on the face of the earth proceeded. After the Duke was killed, this is our Duke, Archduke the Builder. That's literally what's gonna fucking happen, man. Jesus, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. On other news, moving on to our next segment to wrap up. I don't want to, give too much attention to the Chud. Capital T in the, capital C in Chud. The Chud. I don't want to pay too much attention to him because, in all seriousness, as you guys know, we don't tell jokes on this podcast. So in all seriousness, you can't win with those guys. So the best bet is to just ignore them. Like, just ignore him. If you see him on the street and he walks up to you, which he does, and he'll like point his finger in your face if you're not on his side. He'll walk up to you and be like, "Hey man, what's up?" And he'll just say the hard R. And you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Don't say that around me on camera, dude. What the fuck? I have a job. I don't associate myself with you. You're saying the hard R and that, blacks shouldn't have the right to vote, and you have your arm around me like we're best friends. Well, I don't fucking know you. You're ruining my life. And you go, hey, oh, I didn't say all that. And I'll go, why are you chimping out? Why do you hate the First Amendment? It's reasons like you. Like, that's just, you're like, all right, bro, I can't. In that situation, you really just got to kind of hone in on that, like, that 1,000-yard stare that you developed whenever your parents would scream at you as a kid. You know how they would just fucking yell at you and you would just like stare into space and disassociate? Because that's the only way you could cope with the with the horrific things being said to you. That's the only way you can beat these people. It's like the same thing with those people that the 1A people who just film everything. Like they'll go outside of a just like this mom and pop restaurant that has like 2 people eating in it, and they'll set up like this huge fucking Netflix camera stand, just this tripod. They'll just film it, and the owner will come out and be like, "Hey, can I ask why you're filming? Like, what's going on?" They'll be like, oh, "It's called 1A, bitch. It's called 1A. You fucking whore." Like they just get super, like they're just there. They're there to look for problems. And I forgot to mention this, people probably right now are like, who aren't familiar with Mr. Chud. They're like, why doesn't someone just hit him or tackle him or something? He has a gun. Like he has a pistol. So like he'll literally like say the N-word, wait for you to react, and then if you react, that's, I guess, hostile, just really any reason to pull out the gun, he'll pull it out and say, all right, you wanna go? That's the whole shtick. Basically, we're gonna see him like in a courthouse of some sort for murder or being a victim of murder or, some horrific case. That's essentially what we are on track for. But moving on, like I said, a little sidebar to the homies, to the fellas that love this show. All right. Do not send me alien shit anymore. Don't send me things about aliens. I don't care. I do stop, like truly. I don't want to talk about aliens. There are bigger things going on. I do not care. People, who listen to the show, they like whenever we go into the conspiracy side of things. Naturally, who doesn't like that stuff? People like talking about aliens. That's part of the charm. It's hard to do a late night radio show vibe and not talk about aliens. It's like asking Art Bell to not talk about UFOs. It's like, all right, what the fuck's the point? But I cannot talk about aliens anymore. I'm so tired of how transparent everything is with this agenda, with the CIA play that they are clearly running, that you guys fall for. Everyone claims to be able to see through all the game and oh dude, I broke out of the Matrix, and oh dude, everything's connected. It's all those people that still fall for the same tricks. Those people like, oh yeah man, the CIA can never get me. The CIA literally has you. The CIA, what the fuck do you mean? The CIA has you. It's over. The game, they have you on your phone. They have you everywhere. If you cannot see that this is clearly some sort of propaganda tour, some sort of distraction campaign that they're running to distract you from the fact that 20 chicken wings are going to run you $40. That if you can't see that they're using this to distract you from the fact that satanic pedophiles run the fucking world, I do not know what to tell you. Because you have already lost. We need to grow up. Aliens are real. They're probably disgusted by us. I am disgusted by humanity, so imagine how aliens feel. They are real. They want nothing to do with us. Stop sending me this stuff. We have bigger fish to fry, people. We got bigger fish to fry. Oh, they're releasing the UFO files. I don't care. Is there ever any follow-up? Do they ever actually release the files? No, yeah, the Pentagon released the file. Oh, yeah, the Pentagon, the most trustworthy institution. I'm glad they're released. I'm glad they're on the job. Hey, guys. I'm glad the U.S. government is on the job to disclose the existence of aliens. I'm sure that's going to go straight forward and not be completely fabricated for the benefit of whoever the fuck is involved. That's my take on the alien bit. Are there things going on? Yes, of course, right? I saw that a few weeks ago, another, I guess a scientist, he was like, pretty respectable. He was working, I guess we'll call it the UFO industry. We'll just give it that blanket term. I saw that he was unfortunately committed suicide. R.I.P. to the fella. And I guess he was doing some pretty heavy research with the UFOs and maybe anti-gravity, I'm not sure. But he recently, a few weeks ago, committed suicide despite the fact that I think he would end every talk, lecture. You know how those academics, they love to stand in front of a PowerPoint and just click, click, click. He would end every talk by saying, "I am not suicidal. I love my life. If anything ever happens to me in that sense, please know that it's not true." That was just that happened a few weeks ago, and it's just another at this point, another body in a very, very rapidly growing list of souls that have been lost to this machine. Very sad. And again, by me saying that I don't want to hear about the UFO shit anymore, that's not me, saying they aren't real. They are very real. Shady shit is going on all the time. I saw a YouTube video by Bob Gimlin. He does great work where he talks about all the missing scientists that have gone, just essentially vanished or murdered or committed suicide in the past 2 years, I think, 2024. And I think it's 8 scientists. 3 worked in New Mexico at one lab, I'm pretty sure. So there are these things that happen. There are loose ends that get covered up, that get dealt with. But we cannot have the reactionary response that we used to have in the early 2000s. We cannot have that anymore. Everything has been said. Everything, all all the lore has been explained. If you need any details, there are thousands and thousands of hours on YouTube of schizophrenics breaking it down for you. So we don't need to go into it every 6 weeks whenever this propaganda campaign just decides to surface at the most convenient of times. Okay? We're losing a war in Iran. How the fuck is that possible? Iran? I please. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm not trying to hear it right now, people. But I had to get that little preface out of the way. I understand. Maybe we'll talk about certain cases, but we're not going to talk about aliens as a broad concept. That's banned. Leave it at the door. It's over. We can talk about missing scientists. We can talk about the found alien bodies in the New Mexico laboratory labs. That was redundant phrasing. We can talk about specifics, but I don't want to talk about the concept of flying saucers anymore. Don't talk to me about it. All right. Let me see. What do we have next? What the hell do we have next? Oh. I don't know if you guys have known this, but there's something I really want to buy. It actually looks really cool. I know you guys know I'm not really big on a lot of things, right? I tend to hate a lot of things, but this looks actually very, very cool. So it's like a 3D custom theme film of Billie Eilish's new concert. Yes, I think I'm gonna buy this right here. This looks like I'm gonna spend some money on this. You know, I think this is very cool. I think it's cool that Mrs. Anti-Capitalism drops another product. Like, let me see what the hell is this?
Have you master? She is all sides.
Yeah, it's plastic. It's literally plastic. It's plastic wrapped in plastic, made with more plastic. With plastic details. Just plastic. $80. Shipping, handling, kickback. But billionaires are bad. We need to protect the environment. Down with capitalism. Down with the patriarchy, right? All of these buzzwords and sayings that everybody loves. But yet I'm gonna sling this dog shit to you guys. I'm gonna sling this made in China for $3. I'm gonna sell it to you guys for $90. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting the person worth $800 million. The person with $999 million is telling you guys that billionaires are bad. And they are getting applauded. Standing ovations. Just people are losing their fucking minds hearing her say that. Just like, she's so brave. It's all so brave for her to say that. You're bringing awareness. You're getting the word out. She's so brave. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad she's getting the word out that billionaires are bad. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Billy, for getting the word out that capitalism doesn't work. Thank you for getting the word out on that. I was never able to put that one together. I'm glad she broke it down for me like that, guys, because really I wasn't able to understand. Um, yeah, that I wasn't able to process that billionaires are bad. Thank you for that, people. It's pure hypocrisy. It really is pure hypocrisy, and it's so annoying and very retarded that it's so transparent and people will still defend the celebrities. We've talked about this. We're beating a dead horse, I feel like, at this point, but that's the show, right? That's the show. I don't yeah, that's the show. You guys love those in the box templates that we referenced earlier. You guys love just seeing the same thing over and over again. So we're gonna beat this dead horse of celebrities being hypocrites, being worthless, being extremely overvalued. It's I don't know, man. It really befuddles me. It confuses me. It annoys me that we as a society value these people so much and that we champion them and that that we do not allow for any criticism whatsoever. You just have to immediately love everything. I hate that. I hate that you have to love everything. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how shit works. In order to have, growing up, at least, I was under the impression that in order to have an opinion that people respected, it was because you were able to say something sucked. People trusted your movie taste because they knew, he doesn't like everything. So whenever he says something is good, that means it's good. I was always under that impression. But apparently that's not correct. That makes you bitter and a hater. Apparently you're supposed to like literally every single thing that comes out. You're supposed to champion it. You're supposed to petition for it. You're supposed to, tweet about it. That's what's supposed to happen now. It makes no sense to me. And I'll bring up another example because I don't want people to be like, oh, he's just misogynistic. He just hates women. He's just, he always targets women. That's not true. That is not true. All right. Rainn Wilson from The Office. This was last year, like in September. Rainn Wilson, Dwight Schrute, not him, that's Oscar. Him. Rainn Wilson, one of the main characters of The Office. He came out and he slams The Office over horrific jokes. He says they were racist and insensitive. That's the type of bullshit hypocrisy that I'm talking about. And again, it's not the fact that it's because it's not even genuine. That's why. It's because they are just saying shit to say it, to fit the Hollywood narrative, to get gigs. These people don't care. I beg you guys to get that through your head. These people do not care about you, the earth. They do not care. They would gut you and your family. they would shoot your dog with a smile on their face if they could get the lead role for Ant-Man 9. And I'm not fucking around when I say that. These celebrities do not care about anything or anybody but themselves. So saying this type of bullshit, again, they're just saying it because that's who they're supposed to be this week, this month. They're trying to out-woke the other woke people. There's no meaning behind the words. Oh, really? You think it's racist and insensitive, Rain? Then give the money back. Give the money back. Give it all back. The hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that you made from that show, go to the bank or banks or wherever the fuck the offshore accounts that you keep all of your money in. Go take it all out and give it back to Universal and Netflix. Do that, Rain. If they're so horrific, if it's so horrific, why would you want that blood money? Go give it back. Or shut the hell up and enjoy, truly enjoy your life. But these people can't. These people cannot. These people have mansions in the Hollywood Hills worth $50 million, all glass. You see them whenever you're driving down the PCH, when you're cruising through Malibu. You'll see these houses just all glass facade, beautiful, modern, overlooking the Malibu sunset. Gorgeous, just truly heaven on earth. Cruising through, you see them. And they're probably standing there at their window just staring out, just completely miserable. Completely miserable. You're driving by and, you're stressing how you're going to get to the gas station because you have no fucking money in your account. You're like, well, fuck, I have 73 cents in my dashboard, and I guess that can get me to the nearest ATM, and I can overdraw my debit card, and hopefully that can get me back. You have to do that shit. And then you see those mansions along the mountainside, and you're stressing out, trying not to think about killing yourself. Staring at your phone, refreshing, praying to God that a miracle happens and that you just get I don't know, that God decides to quick pay you $1,000, just praying for some miracle. And then one of these actors, these Hollywood elitists, just sticks their head out the window, just peeps their fucking ugly face out of their Botox face out of their mansion window, and they go, hey you. You go, yeah? And they go, I'm not enjoying my life. I'm not enjoying any of this. That's the type of shit they might as well be telling you. It's insane, truly insane. And it really just goes to speak of how empty those creatures are, just truly empty, where it's never enough. It is never enough. But people, I don't know, maybe I'm just a hater. Right? I realized this, the past week, maybe I'm just too much of a hater. And I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to carry the spite in my heart. I never consider myself a hateful guy. When has this show ever been hateful? Can someone tell me? Someone tell me right now when this show was ever hateful, because I don't. This is a God-loving Christian show. I don't remember whenever the show has ever been hateful, but I'm trying not to, be like that anymore. Trying to become a better person. Trying to build an empire. I'm trying to build an empire. And I can't do that whenever I'm hating all the time. And the next piece of my empire. How's that for a segue, huh? The next piece of my empire. And I'm actually really excited for this one. I'm not gonna lie. As you guys know, I'm from the Central Valley. And yes, I have gone on record saying that it's not the nicest of places. That's the old Angel. That's the old Angel. But the new Angel, the person who likes everything, the person who isn't a hater, he loves the Central Valley. Right? He does not think that the town of Fresno is one of the, bottom tier cities in the country and needs a massive overhaul. He does not think that whatsoever, because I'm not a hater anymore. I am not a hater anymore. But on a truly serious note, on the most serious of notes, my old hometown, who old Angel would have said is a piece of shit, is getting a hockey team. Everybody say hello to the Fresno Falcons. The FPHL. Fresno Falcons. This is coming to the city, the town. I am so excited for this, people. Truly, I am very, very excited for this. You long-term listeners, people who have been fans of the show for a long time, you are aware that, I am a big advocate for bringing hockey to the West Coast. Make California hockey a thing. I have been trying to push that narrative, that movement for a very long time now. So seeing hockey come to basically my hometown, this is fucking awesome. This is awesome. And I will be completely honest. Old Glasses, he wants some stake in ownership. Old Glasses, he wants some stake in ownership. If anybody listening to this, if they have connections to the Fresno Falcons, please do me a favor and put me in contact with a higher up for this organization. I will find a way to buy in to this business. We will take this, there's money ball. We'll turn this into money puck. All right, we'll make this a dynasty. I would love to own a hockey team. I'm a diehard fan now. I will be actively participating, actively watching, actively involved in this team, in this franchise, some way or another. Because this is so dope. I have to get me a uni whenever they drop. This is like the news being addressed. I literally commented, let me see. I commented if they were literally taking owners. That's just how desperate I am. Where the hell did it go? Here we go. You guys taking on part owners. No response. Very sad. Don't make an enemy out of me. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. But yeah, I am very, very excited for this. And it's going to be fucking great. I believe Fresno State, they also have a hockey team that is coming, the Fresno State Bulldogs hockey, which is also very, very cool. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up on the show, give them a little shout out. Go follow them, go support. We are making California hockey a thing. And I'm being very vocal about that because whenever this shit blows up, I want my respect, truly. I want my respect whenever California hockey becomes a thing. I want Old Glasses, I want his name right alongside of that. Because we're making that push. We are making that push. We'll rob a bank if we have to buy into this. But yeah, again, go follow, go support. Let's make hockey big around all parts of California. Make it accessible. It's an expensive sport. Make it accessible. Make it mainstream. Support it. Follow it. And go Falcons. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Speaking of kind of, underground not baseball, underground sports, that type of thing. Speaking of that, when it comes to baseball, I think I may have uncovered a conspiracy. So, as you guys may know, I did a video a few weeks back on the Savannah Bananas, really questioning why I couldn't really support them entirely, right? The video I was basically talking about that there is something holding me back from really loving the whole banana ball aspect. I talked about that pretty in depth, and I have to be honest. I came across, I guess you could say, a bit of a conspiracy involving the Savannah Bananas, which I thought was pretty interesting, and I really wanted to share with you guys. So in 2022, in September of 2022, minor league baseball, right? So AAA, AA, single A, minor league baseball formed a union, went against the MLB, obviously, and they won. It was a historic result. And the minor league baseball system now had a union to enforce, certain rights, right? They do what unions do. So they were able to form this, and essentially, I'm pretty sure, pissed off Major League Baseball. And during this time, late September, early 2023, guess what started to get big? And you guys can be like, "Oh, that's not true, Angel. That you're just kind of throwing." No. Check this out. Truly, this is where I started kind of going into the conspiracy mode a little bit. All right, so here's the receipt. Minor League Baseball officially unionized in September of 2022. Very, very cool. And then you come over here, and this is Google Trends. And this is the search term Savannah Bananas. And as you can see, it doesn't really start to get popular until September 2022. you can kind of see the main spikes are really starting to take place here. Do you see that? October 31st. Well, September 30th to October 31st. Do you see that spike? That's like a first, compared to this one here, which isn't a few months before. And you guys know the union process. It doesn't get done in 2 weeks. It takes a very, very long time. I think it said 5 years. 5-year collective bargaining agreement. So we got 2022, 2017. Is that the 5 years? Right there. You see it? 5 years. And then as it kind of, those 5 years come to a close, it starts to grow. And you guys are thinking, okay, well, Angel, what's the correlation here? You guys think that maybe the Major League Baseball, the big fellas, the suits upstairs, they said, all right, well, we couldn't keep the minor league system. We couldn't keep them from unionizing. Fuck them. Let's punish them, per se. They obviously didn't say all that, literally, but really just like kind of, let's punish the minor league system for unionizing. Again, these corporations, they don't want their employees, which are what baseball players are. Make no mistake. They are employees with very, very big salaries. Until, you get down to the minor league system, obviously. But they're compensated employees. And they do not want them unionizing. And is the clearly the lower tier of paid employees were able to successfully form a union. You think that's not going to piss off the suits? Of course it is. Of course it is. So the suits saw that, said fuck them. Oh, look at this thing. The Savannah Bananas. Let's start working with them a little bit. Let's start promoting them a little bit. Now, again, this is probably just the ramblings of mainly a crazy man at this point, but it's just something that I really could not shake. It's I don't know, man. I really don't know. And no shade to the guy in the bananas yellow suit running around. His story is very, inspirational, I guess, motivational. But, I'm not trying to say he's doing something crazy. I'm just saying it's very, very interesting. That's all. That's all. And I wanted to share with the fellas. Maybe you guys would agree. Maybe you guys would agree. That's our little conspiracy talk for this week. We're not going to go too much into the nitty-gritty of the schizophrenia this week. That was just something that really kind of piqued my interest a bit. I guess maybe this is my way of distracting myself from my fantasy baseball teams sucking complete ass. Maybe that's a way of coping with it. Dude, I'm on 2 fantasy baseball teams and I fucking suck. How the hell is Mr. Analytics sucking ass in 2 different baseball fantasy leagues? Like, what the fuck, man? I gotta get my shit together. But yeah, that it's. I don't even know what the hell I was trying to say at that point. I guess wanted to just admit that because that is also in the back of my head. Fucking losing in fantasy baseball, pissing me off. whatever. Time is it? All right, people. It's getting late. I think I'm going to have to start wrapping this one up. I know. Unfortunately, I know. I love hanging out with you guys. I had a couple more things, to be quite honest, but it's getting very late, and I can literally feel the caffeine quickly just dwindling and fading away from my body. So I got to wrap this up, edit it, get the content, the clips, the shorts, get that all that shit prepped out, and do that, and maybe sleep for an hour or two before work in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to say thank you everybody for tuning in, for listening, for following along the journey. The show has been quickly growing. Yes, that means the hate comments are growing as well. Yes, that means the direct messages telling me that I'm not funny are also growing. That's okay. We take that in stride and we move on. Because as you guys know, I'm trying to build a media empire. I'm building a media empire. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HeyAngelBernard. Subscribe to the channel. Follow the show on Spotify. Rate 5 stars. 5 stars only. All right, if you can't rate it 5 stars, then don't rate it all. But if you're gonna rate and you feel like it's 5 stars, then do it, please. It helps the algorithm. Comment, tell your friends, tell your racist family members. And I think that's gonna be it this week. Thank you all. God bless you. Love all of you guys. Take care. Shit's getting a little dicey out there per se. Yeah, that's it, people. Love you all. Take care. Peace out.